Hey, good morning, everybody. Wanted to do a quick Metroid Prime Remastered review before my busy day at work. So this game is really, really good, and if you remember this game from GameCube, I absolutely recommend you buy it. Nintendo has finally done the fans a solid. For those of you who have been out of the loop, Nintendo likes to never do sales, charge full price for everything, do kind of like low-effort ports to, like emulators that they control. But this is not any of that. This is actually a remaster for the Switch. And if you were like me, this came out when I was like 12 originally, and it blew my mind. It was the best game on GameCube that I had ever seen. And this is actually a really loving, carefully done port to the Switch. It looks good. I mean, you can still tell if you're like a Zoomer, or you don't know what I'm talking about when I talk about the GameCube, then you'll probably notice this looks a little last gen. But the first completely 3D Metroid, it started the whole arm of the Metroid series that's first-person shooter instead of like a 2D Castlevania, more traditional. But it still does play like a Castlevania or Metroidvania, I guess is the genre name, because, Metroid. But it still totally plays like that. You're looking around the map. You're learning certain rooms to move through them quickly. You're, returning, like circling back to rooms with a new power-up because you remember that there was something that you could like interact with. It really does kind of scratch that itch, and the environments are really, really cool. There's like an ice world, there's a green world, there's a lava world. I remember later there's like, deep, dark space pirate bases and mines. It's really, really, really good. If you like Metroid, this is a must-buy. If you remember Metroid Prime, this is a must-buy. If you're just curious and want to encourage Nintendo to keep doing good remasters of classic games on the newest system for reasonable prices, that's the other thing. When this came out, it was for $40, brand new, and Nintendo is such a tightwad. It's such a immovable object about doing sales and getting things to people on sales. That the fact that they were like, yeah, we worked hard on this, we did a great remaster, and it's $40. That was like, I really want to encourage people to encourage Nintendo to do more of that because, I worry. I see them getting left behind a little bit with things like Xbox and Sony and Steam all doing like huge, predictable sales, every year. This is a step in the right direction, and I really want to encourage people to support it because, I'll buy all the other games in the Metroid series that get remastered for the Switch. These are really, really fun. And, I don't know. This was a special game for me when I was a kid, so keep that in mind. I'm definitely like a fanboy on this one. One thing that I was really excited to see is that they actually added a casual mode, which, it was really kind of a nice thing, a specifically nice thing that I was glad that they included. I think they perceived correctly. Metroid Prime was pretty tough. So, again, for context, I was about 12 when this came out, and I took it really seriously. I used guides, and I got stuck on the final boss. And I remember that was like a thing I remember from, over a decade, maybe closer to 2 decades now. I still remember being so mad that I had worked so hard on this game and was getting stuck at the final boss. Now, of course, I was 12. I think I could probably do it now. But the point is that they did add a casual mode, which is basically for just if you want to experience the game at your own pace with your own skill level, and that's really nice. The other cool thing is that this remaster, they worked hard on graphics and stuff, but they didn't really change anything, so the old walkthroughs from, 2 decades ago still work. And, it's really delightful. I've replayed Ocarina of Time for the N64, via the Switch port recently. Same thing with Majora's Mask, but this was nice. I want to see more remasters like this, where it's just the same game, but made playable. That's the main thing that I would say Nintendo stumbles on for the emulations that go straight to, or the ports that go straight to an emulator that then runs via the Switch on Nintendo Online, is that they don't actually change any of the control schema, and then it becomes like painful on your thumbs to play it on the Switch, but they did it right. This is fun to play. This is like totally a bop. I've been really enjoying it. It does have a little bit of last gen where you really just have to look around and try to figure out what to do next. But like I said, there's tons of guides from the last 20 years that this game has existed. And the other thing is that that's an important part of Metroid, is like, getting stuck, backtracking, looking around, seeing what's up, and making progress as you collect your upgrades. Okay, looks like I'm almost out of time, guys. I definitely recommend this one. if you like Metroid, if you remember this game, you will not be disappointed. I can basically guarantee that. If you're just curious what this is about, I'm going to warn you that it's last gen one more time, so, just be aware. It's not going to have that many cutscenes or, guide you by the hand too much. You're going to have to figure this out for yourself or use a guide. But, yeah, I'm loving it. I really recommend it. If you made it this far in the video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow. We're actually working towards a 500 subscribers special where I'm going to do some more live streaming. So definitely, any way that you guys can support and grow the channel, I really, really appreciate that. No joke. And yeah, thanks for watching. Really recommend this remaster. More of this, Nintendo, please. Take the greatest games from, the last couple decades and just make them shiny, make them play smooth and fun on the Switch. And I think you're gonna see fans respond to that. At the very least, I'm gonna be buying every one of these that's of this quality. So yeah, thanks for joining me, everybody. And check this one out. Let me know in the comments if I missed anything, if you tried this or you have any questions about it. And I'll catch everybody in the next video. Later.